I think Foucault system will be an important step, the form of Foucault system. Basically, we're talking about dual economy China so far. No? So now we have to merge these two economies, rural economy, urban economy together. So the Foucault system reform is one key step. And but we know also China, the various places have been experimenting the schemes, pilot schemes to reform Foucault system. The issue, of course, here is how to make sure that the rural migrant workers and urban resident workers, they have equal access to public services, to social services, education, health, and housing, employment. They will not be discriminated against. So that is a key, but of course it does involve fiscal costs. And the question is how to incentivize the local government, the local authorities to provide more services and public services that which can be provided, accessed by migrant workers. So I think we need some kind of incentive schemes. And the second step is more investment in human capital. China, for instance, spends about less than 4% of the GDP on education. I'm talking about the government spending, less than 4% of the GDP on education. No? But high-income countries, OECD, for instance, normally about 6%. So China needs to catch up in that, especially reducing or narrowing the gaps between the rural population and the urban population, human capital, endowments between rural and urban. That is very important. Basically, China also needs to look into this local, central and local fiscal relations. So a lot of local governments, the fiscal situation is not very good. And in terms of, if you look at the responsibilities, and the revenue and spending, so size, there are mismatch out there. So education, I think central government, if we're talking about providing the education for all, then I think central government needs to take a bigger responsibility. And then China also government needs to spend more on R&D, the research and the development. So China's total spending, R&D spending as a percent of GDP is less than 2% at the moment. No, at the moment 2% annual. But OECD countries very high. Japan, Korea, for instance, we're talking about 3%, 4%. So that also China needs to do more.